history.
Right, so in 1851 in London, there was a thing called the Great Exhibition of 1851, basically the first ever World Trade Fair anywhere around the world. And this is where the Crystal Palace comes from, because they built a huge building, a huge glass building that resembled a huge greenhouse in Hyde Park. Apparently, or allegedly, it was the largest structure on the planet at the time when it was built. Obviously, there was 6 million people visited the Great Exhibition in 6 months, so quite a lot of people. Don't forget, there was no motor cars then, no aeroplanes, so they all had to come by train, boat, horse, carriage, or walk there. So there was a huge demand for cabs. Now, you're going back to a time where cab drivers were driving horse-drawn cabs, whether that's a Growler or a Hansom or whatever. I'm not quite sure, before Stanley corrects me, what vehicles were around in that year. But they would have worked their own local rank, and they would have picked people up from where their local rank was and taken them to wherever they wanted to go and returned to their local rank. But of course, there was a huge demand for cabs in Kensington due to the Great Exhibition. So a lot of these cab drivers descended upon Kensington because it was going to be very profitable for them. Now, there was only one problem with this. The vast majority of these cab drivers had never been to Kensington before in their life. So they didn't have a clue where they was going around the area. Now, after the Great Exhibition, there was a lot of complaints that these cab drivers didn't know where they was going. So in 1865, they introduced the knowledge of London, which is what everybody that wants to become a London taxi driver, a black cab driver, has to do to obtain their licence. And what do they have to do, Tom? They have to learn. I mean, when at the moment now you've got a list of 6,000 points, which we'll go on to later. When I did it, you could be asked anywhere in London to anywhere in London. So you had to learn the streets of London. You had to learn the hotels, the apartment buildings, the office buildings, the restaurants, the public houses, museums, parks, theatres, cinemas, hotels. Sorry, I've already said hotels. Schools, colleges, universities, churches, mosques,
synagogues, police stations, public amenities, squares.
Yeah, squares. Basically, anywhere that somebody might get in a taxi and asked to be taken to within a 6-mile radius of Charing Cross. And when you finish that, you then have to learn all of the basic routes around all the suburbs as well. They say the amount of information your brain has to consume is equivalent to doing a degree course. But Tom, you've done a degree course. What was harder, the knowledge of London or the degree course?
The knowledge of London, but maybe my degree was a bit of a Mickey Mouse degree, film and media production.
But a lot of people said that.
Yeah, well, I think really with knowledge, the issue is, or what's difficult about it, is the cadence of it. And this comment that I've said before about it, that some people don't agree with, but is my sentiment, is that I don't think the knowledge of London is actually difficult, as in the process itself is not difficult. It is the cadence and the tenacity that you have to go after it and sustaining that is difficult.
Do you know, I didn't find it difficult at all. I found it time consuming.
Yes.
And the saying that you live, sleep, eat and breathe the knowledge is 100% true. Because, whatever else you've got going on in your life at the time goes out the window. It's just basically you are doing the knowledge, and that is all you are doing. Relationships break down because someone's doing the knowledge. All sorts of things happen when you're doing the knowledge. And it is true. It takes over your life.
I mean, Mr. Whitehead said it in that Channel 4 documentary. He said, if it's not taken over your life, you're not doing it properly.
Yeah, exactly.
And it is, I tell you what, like with that sentiment in mind, I mean, I don't know what I'd be up to now if I wasn't a cab driver, but based upon the sort of life that I'm doing now and what I'm trying to sort of juggle and do, I would not be able to do the knowledge right now at the age I see myself now. I think it'd be a completely different endeavour. So that's the kind of a good kick up the backside if there's anyone listening to this who is sort of young or, their situation's a bit more sort of flexible and easier. And everyone says it, like when you're young and, maybe living at home with your parents or, you've not got too many sort of dependabilities in life, it's the best time to go out and do it because, it's just a breeze really when I think that you can just commit all your life to it. So